Lord have mercy, I couldn't wait to talk to my next guest. He was a star in the NFL for many years. You
Still
know, he,
is.
he, he donned a gold jacket before. I mean, he's not a Hall of Famer officially yet, but he should be, damn it. He was a bad brother for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now he's a bad brother in our space. There's only one dude on the planet named Ocho Cinco. You know who he is, the man himself, Chad Ocho Cinco. What's up? What's up, big time? How you doing,
I'm
man?
good. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be. I have some bones to pick with you, but
Me?
yeah.
Me?
Yes, you. Yeah, we get it.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh my Lord.
We'll get to that down the line. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad to be at the house.
Okay.
For one, I haven't been in the wars in a very long time. I think last time we played the Saints
Okay.
years ago, eons ago, when Carson and I were having some good times.
You and Carson Palmer, yes.
Yeah, we was able to bless the Saints and Fred Thomas and some of those boys, Charles Grant at that time.
Right,
so
right.
it's good to be back after years.
I don't want to tell all your business, but where you living these days, man? When you talk about not getting out of the house, man, where you living these days?
I'm in Miami, but this is the point.
It's
Throughout the entirety of my career, Miami's nice.
It's very, very
You ever been to
nice.
Houston?
Yeah, I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere.
I don't go nowhere.
Right.
If it ain't the cigar bar, if it ain't the jazz club, I'm home. If it ain't work, I'm done. So just the fact that something like this comes about where everybody's going to be under one umbrella, it excites me. I get to see faces like you and everybody else, the former players, the current players. It's dope.
Now, what the hell were you doing at Super Bowl week media row, asking questions for the CW? What's going on? You trying to be a reporter now?
I'm trying to do a little bit of everything. I'm trying to diversify my portfolio. So I love Nightcap. I love what I do inside the NFL. I was actually a cameraman as well.
A cameraman?
Yeah, I was a cameraman as well.
So you're trying to take jobs from cameramen too now? That's what we're doing?
I need as many jobs as possible.
Why?
I'm trying to buy a mega yacht.
A mega yacht?
Yes, sir.
Now, what's a mega yacht?
Mega yacht. Something like Jerry Jones has one.
Well, you know he's a billionaire, right?
Yeah, Khan has one.
Okay, you know that's a billionaire, right?
I'm trying to reach a B too.
Okay. Have you reached the M as opposed to the B?
Yeah, the M's still there.
The M's still there.
Listen, I don't spend shit.
You that cheap?
Yeah, cheap.
Your glasses ain't cheap.
Oh, these are replicas.
Okay, the replica.
I'm lying.
So they're not the real.
I'm
Yeah,
lying.
you damn right you lying. You know
lying.
better than that. Stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense. So how have you been like in life, Chad? Because you're one of the rare former athletes that, as much as you know about the sport, as outspoken as you've been about sports, when people talk to you, you're so interesting, it's really not that big of a deal to talk with you about sports. They want to talk to you about life.
Yes.
Have you realized that you've evolved to that point, and was that intentional?
You know what? It wasn't intentional. I think I make people very comfortable. I make people very comfortable. Obviously, what the media perceive me to be, when you meet me in person, is completely different. You know, what you saw on the field was merely a character. Everybody thinks I'm cocky. They think I'm arrogant. And people don't understand was, once I touch the field, that's a completely different person as opposed to who you see off the field.
But you are cocky. I wouldn't say arrogant in a negative way.
Not
but
really.
you are. You don't lack confidence.
I think that's the wrong C word.
Okay.
I wasn't cocky. I was convinced.
Convinced.
Yeah.
You were convinced.
I was convinced because I had already put the work in. I already put the work in, so I understood. Let's have some fun with it. You know, that's when I got into character because the work had already been done.
Playing football, obviously you were an all-world receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, 6-time Pro Bowler, no question about it.
And kicker.
Okay, I'm taking wide receiver, damn it. I'm going to stick to that, right? When you were playing for the New England Patriots, not so much. Scored a 21-yard pass in the Super Bowl, but people saw you with Tom Brady. They had expected more. That hadn't happened.
As did I.
As you reflect on your time, not in the NFL period, because we know what you did in Cincinnati, in New England, and we're here at the Super Bowl. When you came to the Super Bowl, it wasn't about you.
No.
All right? When you think about that, how does that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel any kind of way. I understood where I was at that time in my career. I understood, obviously, me getting to the Patriots somewhat kind of late. Obviously, not being able to get that maturation and chemistry together with Brady. I really wanted training camp. I really needed mini camp. I needed all those times and hours to put in that comfortability and trust where he could trust me. And then, obviously, people always talk about, oh, well, the system, he didn't learn the system. Listen, the system is still the same even today. The only thing that changes from team to team is the verbiage. So that had nothing to do with it. It's just about him trusting me and knowing where I'm going to be all the time. Same thing with Carson. We also had issues our first year when he was there. Year 2, it got better. Year 3, it got better. I just wasn't able to hit the ground running like I expected to, playing with a quarterback of that magnitude. Also, if you need to understand, the offense with the Patriots is run from the inside out.
Right.
The number 1 is your tight end. Sometimes number 2 is the back coming out the backfield. Then you have Gronk. Then you have Aaron Hernandez. Then you got Edelman. Then you got Wes Welker. Well, hell, ain't no room for me any goddamn way in that offense. Now, if your last name is Moss, that's different. He's special. I could never be that. If I was to be born and recreate myself again, I could never be that. So that's why he was able to put up the numbers that he did, because he's an animal. That's something like Moss comes around once every 20 years.
Right. While I'm on that subject, top 3 receivers in the history of the National Football League, according to Chad Ocho Cinco, is who? You got to start with Jerry Rice, man.
Who?
You got to start with Jerry Rice.
No, I'm starting. T.O.
T.O. number 1?
T.O.
Over
Randy.
Jerry Rice?
Oh, wait, you're basing everything off of numbers, right?
Well, I'm not just numbers. I'm talking about what we saw on the field, too. He's universally recognized as the greatest receiver.
Yeah, the greatest receiver of all time. But for me,
T.O.'s top 3.
He's top 3. So it's 1A, 1B, 1A, 1B, Moss, T.O. Either way you go.
Okay.
And obviously Jerry is in there, but Jerry is in a class of his own, is how I put him, based on what he was able to do in such not a short amount of time, but consistently throughout the entirety of his career. But I just love it. Something about, I wasn't able to watch Jerry play. I played against him once when he was in Oakland. Yeah. But something about watching T.O. and watching Moss up close, my own eyes, like I saw it for years.
Right.
We would never see nothing like that.
When you think about that, using the analogy that you just used as specifically as it pertains to the familiarity, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, is that the advantage, really? When you think about Patrick Mahomes and his greatness, Travis Kelce and his greatness, is that the advantage, the fact that they've been together all of these years, the camaraderie, the continuity, the chemistry, etc.? Is that what they have over everybody else?
You could put a blindfold on Patrick Mahomes. You could put a blindfold on Travis Kelce. You could call a play, and he'll know exactly what Kelce's going to be. That's what happened. Years of chemistry, trust, understanding where your player is going to be at every time. Like they got to that point. Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison. The same thing. When you had that continuity, it's very easy. Now, how special Patrick Mahomes is you take away Cheetah and you still win 2 Super Bowls.
Take away Tyreek Hill.
You take away Kelce whenever he decides to go. Nothing's going to change.
You don't think anything's going to change even when Travis Kelce goes away?
Nothing's going to change
Because Patrick Mahomes is that great.
He's that great. He's that great. If Andy Reid is there, nothing's going to change.
Do you have the Kansas City Chiefs beating the Eagles in the Super Bowl?
You know what? I think that's a tough one.
Eagles are a better team.
They're better. They're a better team collectively.
Right.
But there's a guy that wears number 15 that could overcome the greatness that is the Eagles, especially defensively. Spags has to come into the game. You know what? If Jalen Hurts beats me, I can live with that. If A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith beat me, I can live with that.
Can't let it be Saquon.
26 ain't fucking beat me. It ain't happening.
Can't let Saquon beat you.
Can't happen. And that's going to set the tone. It set the tone last week when they played. Saquon, first series,
play, 60 yards.
60 yards. That set the tone. I knew the game was over. It was over. That's it.
And so basically you're saying the Eagles' only chance is for Saquon Barkley to get loose?
Yeah, absolutely. If Saquon plays well, if Saquon is able to determine the game, especially from an offensive standpoint, and take the pressure off Jalen Hurts, the Eagles will win it.
You can't see Jalen Hurts taking the bull by the horn and saying, I know that's Patrick Mahomes, but this is me. If Saquon Barkley, if they neutralize him in any way, I got the capabilities to make it happen.
We've seen Jalen do it before.
Yes, we have.
We've seen it do it before. And he can do it when you have 2 number 1 receivers. That ain't no 1 and 2.
That's right.
Them 2 number 1 receivers.
There you go.
They can get it done.
Okay. So again, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs or Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Eagles. I'm going to go with the Eagles in a close one. Matter of fact, a nail biter where Jalen Hurts has the ball at the end of the game to take the Eagles down and win.
Let's transition to Chad Ocho Cinco.
That's me.
That's you. I love Nightcap.
I love it.
I'm proud of you and my boy Shannon Sharp. Club Shay Shay in the house. Got to give him love where love is due. How did that come about? How did you and Shannon end up pairing with one another?
You know, Doug. You know Doug, obviously.
Doug?
My manager.
Okay.
Doug gave me a call and said, you know what, while we in LA, Shannon wants to meet with you. He had some ideas about a podcast he was doing. Shannon Sharp. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I want to take that meeting. We met in Beverly Hills. I forgot the name of the restaurant. It's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to Roscoe's.
Right. Probably BOA.
Yeah.
Boa.
Uncle's might have been.
Might have been.
I don't know what it was.
That's Shannon.
Uncle's bougie.
That is a little bougie.
That's not me.
Uncle's bougie.
Yeah, he bougie. We sat down for 5 minutes.
Right.
He gave me the game plan. I said, where I sign. I ain't need to hear no more. I don't need no speech. I don't need to hear nothing. He told me the game plan. I said it would be perfect. We polar opposites. Complete opposites.
How are y'all opposites? Tell the world. I know the answer to this question because I know him and I know you. But I want you to tell the world. I don't want to interpret it for y'all.
We are complete opposites. He's very structured in all that he does. I wake up and just go. Just go. Everything about him. Everything has to be perfect. on time. I'm kind of on time. I'm late sometimes.
He got in your ass
Yeah,
one
you
day for
got me
being
one time.
late. I remember that.
Yeah,
Everybody remember that.
But you know what you get when the camera's on.
Mm.
You know what you get. It's special. It's gold moments. You know. He's very serious about every goddamn thing. I don't take life too serious. I don't. Day by day. If I have a bad day, okay, you know what? We're gonna try this again tomorrow. Everything with Unc, it has to be perfect, it has to be aligned, it has to be planned. You know, he got a planner, he got a team of people. I ain't got nothing. I got Ryan, I got Doug, and I just go. And I think that's why it works so well.
Do you find yourself listening to him more and more and viewing him, I don't want to say as a father figure, maybe a big brother figure in that regard?
Yeah, most of the time. Absolutely. Even as old and experienced as I am in life, I listen to some of the things he says, and I always take notes. I do it during the show. If he says something that I like, I take it, I use it, I embed it in my memory bank, and see what I can take and add it to my life.
Do you find that he listens to you?
Probably not.
He is a stubborn brother.
Yeah,
he listens to me.
He
listens to me a little bit.
He's very stubborn, because if he listened to me, it's been 2 years, he'd be married by now. He'd have
by the way, I'm glad you brought that up. Why the hell do you be trying to encourage him to get married?
Because he needs somebody. I don't want to see him old and lonely.
I don't want to see him old and lonely either. But this is a brother that looked at me and told me, I got my dogs, I'm good. That's what he told me.
No.
And he said, you know what he said to me? He said, if the dog, this is Shannon Sharp, I'm telling on right now. Do you know he said to me, if the dogs are barking at her, he knows something wrong? Do you know he said that to me? He said the dogs are barking at her. I said, what's something wrong with you?
Listen,
but I love them.
Yeah, the dogs can't cook.
That's right.
The dogs can't cook. You know, Sunday dinner, they can't do nothing. Thanksgiving, holidays, you know, you want to buy presents. It's different. It's different having a woman present, someone, a support cast. Dogs are great. They're loyal.
Right.
But listen, even somebody else come along with some food, they'll take the food from their hand. He need a woman in his life.
Do you have a woman in your life, Chad Ocho?
Me?
Do you have one? You have one?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
I got a little something.
I got a little something.
Yeah, I got a little
you know, this is a marriage down the line, bro.
Yeah, it is. It was supposed to happen this month. Matter of fact, it's gonna happen this month. It's gonna happen this month.
You ready for that commitment? You tried this before. You ready for that commitment again?
I don't have a choice.
What do you mean you don't have a choice?
I don't have a choice. I have a good one. Because
okay. I'm just saying, but you said you don't have a choice. I mean, I was like, what you trying to say?
Listen, when you find a wife, when a man finds a wife, you find a good thing. Now I had
that's biblical right there.
I got a good one. Now I messed up a little bit. I messed up a little bit
with this one.
Yeah.
You messed up already?
Nah, yeah. Well, it's been 5 years. Now, have you been able to follow?
Can we change this? I don't want to get you in trouble. I want you happy, bro.
I'm good.
You sure?
Oh, you already know who it is. I have a question for people that are going to see this. Have you been able to follow the 10 Commandments? Every last one of them? And be perfect?
No.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
But you, I mean, I'm talking about a long time ago. Long time ago.
Okay.
And take my Bernie Mac voice. I'm not talking about right now, present. Right. I don't want you telling on yourself.
No, I'm not. No, I have to be honest. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to the people.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not perfect.
All right.
I try to walk one foot in front of the other, but sometimes I veer off track and fall. But I get myself back up, dust myself off, take responsibility, and keep it moving.
So if that's the case, why are you getting married?
I need that structure and discipline.
You need the structure and discipline.
I need that team.
Are you saying that you don't have the structure and discipline without the right woman in your life? Is that what you're trying to say? That's what you bring to
because you understand what that individual brings to your life and understand how great things have been going since this individual has entered your life, and you take that into account.
Damn it, let's have a
matter of fact. You know what? You ever had a house?
Oh, of course I have.
But
I have one.
You'll never have a home until you got a woman. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So what's the difference between a house and a home? Luther. That's a Luther Vandross. What's the difference?
You'll never understand the difference in a house and home until you have a woman, and she'll show you what a home is. We can all get a house.
And so your woman showed you what a home is.
Oh yeah. Not along with home, checks and balances.
In Miami, she poked that up in Miami.
Yeah.
Really?
I swear to God.
How'd she do that? How'd she do that?
If you see her, you'll understand.
Didn't I see her?
Yeah, y'all met.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
Praise God.
Praise God.
He's good.
That is a very good point. So let's talk about this for a second here. Let's stay on this subject. So because on Nightcap, y'all talked y'all touch on a lot of things. It ain't just sports. I mean, football's automatic.
It's
Between
cool.
you two and
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I always say I'm not one, you know me, you've known me for years. I ain't one of those, I'm a reporter.
Yes, sir.
I ain't one of those cats that think I know more football than football play.
Right.
I don't do that. So, you know, it don't matter what I know. Shannon, Orlowski, all my boys, Ryan Clark, who you work for and you on the NFL show with Belichick and the crew. All of them teach me football, right? I'm a reporter. That's what I do. But y'all talk about everything on Nightcap.
I think that's what makes it so great.
I think it does too. It's also dangerous, though.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
You think it's dangerous?
Yeah, danger is good.
Shannon Sharp can deal with danger?
Yeah, he can.
He can deal with that kind of danger.
Listen.
And talk about Megan Thee Stallion and toes and all of this other stuff. I mean, what's up?
Oh, yeah, he can.
And you get him, you'll do that to him.
Yeah,
break him
down. I'm trying to bring something else out of him, you know? Because I need Unc to evolve. Unc hasn't evolved yet. He's stuck, you know, in the past time, but women can't do this, women can't do that. I say, Unc, you got to evolve, man. You got to start, you know, enjoying women from head to toe.
Enjoying them from head to toe.
Yeah, head to toe. He got too many goddamn rules. Too many.
Too many rules?
Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna bring them up.
Don't bring up the rules. Don't bring up the rules. Like, what are your rules? Do you have any rules?
I don't have any rules.
Zero. So a woman could do anything. Your woman could do anything?
Yeah.
Wait, whoa. That's what I'm asking you.
Anything to me. You mean, or just anything in general?
I'm just thinking anything in general.
See, this is what I don't like. This is another thing about this. Now listen to me real close.
I'm listening.
One of the things where we fall as men is thinking when we're with someone, that's a sense of ownership.
That's true. You can't control a woman.
You never can.
You try that, and you automatically gonna lose it. Maybe now, maybe later, but she ain't gonna keep it. She gonna do what she gonna do.
Anyway, so I never view us being together as ownership. Now, you can do what you want to do. You know right from wrong. And I'm not gonna say nothing, but when I see it, just understand, if you want to play games, we're gonna make it a comedy show. I ain't chasing behind you. I'm not asking you to stop. I pay attention. I'm very observant. I'm detailed. I'm very sharp here through experience. I've been doing this for a long time. 20, 25 years in the game. So if you play, okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. So therefore, when you say, do I have any rules? No, I ain't got no rules, because you already know what time it is. So I don't need to say nothing. I'm not scolding you. I ain't got no instruction booklet. I ain't got no instruction manual. You know what you're not supposed to be doing and what you should be doing.
Why should a woman want Chad Ocho Cinco?
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't?
Nah, you shouldn't.
You gonna say that with the cameras rolling?
Yeah, why the cameras rolling?
That's what you're gonna say on yourself?
You shouldn't want any man.
What do you mean you shouldn't want any man? I don't understand that. You have to explain that. What do you mean a woman should want any man? What does that mean?
You shouldn't want.
I believe I should be wanted. You don't believe you should be wanted?
Nah. I think any woman that's dealing with, that has her stuff going on, you shouldn't want a man.
What should she want, Chad?
Mike.
Huh?
I don't like the way I worded that. She shouldn't need a man.
Okay, thank you.
There we go. She shouldn't need a man.
Okay, but ain't nothing wrong
now,
with
wanting, you should be able to have an option. Most of the time, when you don't have an option, then you just take any goddamn body. Anything that look good, I'm going.
A woman is about to commit to spending the rest of her life with you.
You know what? That's a good thing. You know why that's a good thing?
Why?
Because I don't know what the next day is going to bring. I'm fun. I'm exciting.
So you treat every day like it could be its last?
Always. And you never know.
Would she say that about you?
Probably. Because you never
No, I ain't say probably.
No, she would.
She would say that?
You don't know what to expect. Day to day, you don't know what to expect.
So you treat every day like it's your last?
Yes, sir.
Is that the advice you would give men, bro?
Yeah.
That's what you would tell men?
Yeah, I would
treat every day like it's their last?
Yeah. I would tell you that. I know you got a special woman in your life.
Yeah, I got somebody.
Keep it exciting.
I got somebody.
Yeah, keep it exciting. Keep it fun.
She's not complaining. I think I'm good.
When you get married?
What? Look, no, you ain't interviewing me. Don't even try. Don't even try. You ain't interviewing me. You don't even try to interview me. Okay. It'll happen when it's gonna happen.
Okay.
I don't publicize my business the way that you do, and that's another thing. Why don't you
live a private life?
I live a very private life.
I don't.
Why not?
Who the fuck am I? I'm Ocho. I ain't nobody.
Listen, I'm not hiding, but everything ain't everybody's business. It annoys? I'm gonna be real. It annoys the living fuck out of me.
It does?
When I see people like somebody get in trouble, your relationship ain't working out and you on social media telling everybody about it. It ain't everybody's business. What you doing that for?
You're right.
Why?
I've never lived privately, whether it be football, before relationships. I've always been out and open. So I think that's why people can relate to me so well. I'm going through the same issues you.
I got news for you. I don't know if people relate to you that well.
They do. How could you not?
I think people love you. There's a difference. Because like you said, you live every day like it's your last. I've seen you. We were in Vegas the last time we saw each other face to face, right? People that you didn't know, I introduced you to a couple of people. You hugged them like you were damn Cuba Gooding Jr. and Jerry Maguire.
I treat everybody like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I treat everybody like that as if I've known them for 30 years. Always.
But you haven't always been that way, have you?
Yeah, always.
Even
when I was playing. Even when I was playing, I was the same way because the media was able to control the perception on how I was viewed. I had to take that back. I was the villain. I enjoyed the villain, but that's just a character. Now, if you meet me in person, people say the same thing. But damn, who the hell is this? Oh, this is the real me. This is really me. Anytime you saw me on Sunday, like Superman. I'm not saying I'm Superman. I'm just saying I got in the character. Fun, energetic, having fun, not following any of the NFL rules without breaking them. Playing the game the way I felt it should be played. The game is about entertainment. It's about having fun.
Do you feel like the NFL is lacking that right now?
No. Because
you think they got enough characters in the NFL?
They got it. It's nobody to the extent of doing the stuff I was doing, but it's there, allowing the players to show their individualism, the players being able to celebrate, have some fun. They don't have anyone as brash because I did all my stuff leading up to the game. The trash talking, the sending gifts to the secondaries, through FedEx. So that stuff just leading up to the game. They're not as openly Richard Sherman-ish. You know what I mean? Not like that. But it's still fun, though.
What do you think the NFL has done to the game itself to harm the game or to big up and promote the game in a very positive way?
I think some of the things they're trying to do globally is big. It's big. Obviously, playing in London is big. I think Brazil is big. Going to some of these places where it's dominated by soccer, trying to grow it that way.
Showing them that there's another football that they should entertain.
Yeah, they should. And I think it's becoming big. Being able to grow the brand of football outside of the States is going to be huge for the NFL long term in the future. As far as harming the game, which they consider keeping it safe, the kickoff rules, players not being defensively, players being handicapped, not being able to play the way they're taught to play since kids. But again, player safety is first, as they say. Other than that, it's watered down the game of football in which we grew up watching. Football. Receivers today, they all pretty, going across the middle, jury $100,000, $20,000 worth of jury on why you playing. Man, can you imagine doing that in the 2000s?
What's going to happen?
Man, all that's coming off. Man, let me take this with me, please. Thank you. You're too pretty.
And you're thinking that's bad for the game?
In a sense, but everything evolves. Everything has to evolve. We all had sidekicks at one point. Now we all got iPhones. And it's just everything has to evolve, including the game.
You're the guy that sent Pepto-Bismol to an opposing defensive secondary, because you sent that to them because you said they're gonna get sick covering you.
Yeah.
That was you. That you actually did that.
Yeah, I remember sending. It was Heinz Field at the time. Is it still Heinz Field with the Steelers?
It's not. That's not the name of the site. I think it's Central. Or whatever.
They changed it,
but it's not Heinz Field anymore.
Right. Well, I remember
it's in Pittsburgh.
I remember sending them ketchup. We played the Falcons one time. I had some child please shirts that I had going. I sent them. It just made it fun, and then the players, they loved it.
Right.
The coaches loved it. The referees, what you got for us today? Everybody loved it because they understood nothing I was doing was in a malicious manner. It's all about having fun and competing. That's one thing. I'm coming to compete. I don't care what our record may be. I'm showing up.
Right.
That's it.
Is it true that you actually use the urine of teammates to help heal your injuries?
Yeah, that's why I never got hurt. It's not nasty.
That's very nasty.
It's called a home remedy. Home remedy.
What does that mean? A home remedy from who?
Remedy.
Who came? A grandma?
Yeah, my grandma. My grandma told me that.
Really?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Other people's urine.
That's the only way to get it done. That urine, the toxins inside it, brings all that swelling out right away. In less than 24 hours.
And then you go home and all of that stuff.
You warm it up, put it in the microwave,
in bed
put
and
it
stuff
in
like
there.
that. Your woman, and she never had a problem with that.
No.
Because I mean, you're all about pleasing your woman, right? You always about making
well, actually,
her happy, right?
I was focused.
You was focused at the time.
Back then,
so you
during
were
that
sleeping
time.
alone.
Yeah,
you was in bed alone after putting your feet in urine.
It might have been 2 or 3 women at that time. Yeah. You know, you got to think back then. Though, I was doing amateur porn too as a side hustle.
Oh my God.
You know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, while I was playing.
And even if I did know it, I wouldn't tell on you like that.
I mean,
wouldn't want to do it.
hey,
This
this
Mr.
is back-
about to be married.
I know, but I have a past. We
but
all have a past.
But that's a very promiscuous past.
No, it's not promiscuous. It's not
How
promiscuous.
the hell is engaging in porn not promiscuous?
Well, how else am I supposed to perfect my craft? Am I tripping?
So you engaged in soft porn to perfect your craft.
It was amateur.
Amateur porn.
Yeah,
amateur porn.
Can I tell you why that happened?
Please, feel free.
Small story. I was in high school at the time.
Oh, Lord.
And I was losing my virginity. So we had engaged in horizontal activity.
Yes. Not vertical?
No, it was horizontal.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it was vertical.
Go ahead. Keep going.
And she got to the point where we were in action, and she said in my ear, "Go deeper. Stay with me now." And what hurt me is I was already all the way in. So I had ran out of pee-pee. And that is what caused me to get into amateur porn, so I could perfect my craft in the pelvic area so I would never have to hear that again.
You do understand the cameras are rolling?
Yeah,
you understand? I mean, do you really, really want people to know this? I mean, I can edit it out, bro.
No, don't edit it out. I told you I don't have a private life. I'm here to share my stories and my shortcomings. Back then, I've had surgery since then. So I'm good.
So what you're trying to say is that who you are now,
completely different,
is manufactured because it was surgically enhanced.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And and I'm comfortable saying that. And I can tell you that this is something you would never be able to get on TV. That's why we on your show.
Surgical enhancement, we usually hear about females with that stuff.
Right.
Not men.
So why can't we? Why can't we? I want to feel better about myself. I want to be able to walk around the beach in my Speedo without being laughed at.
And you're saying that at one time you were being laughed at until you had surgery.
Do you know what that feels like? Like
I'm not one who needed surgery,
okay,
Chad.
You don't understand. You don't understand how it feels.
Like, I don't.
I listen. I just some women they get enhancements to feel better about themselves, and I need to do the same thing. Do you know what that does to me mentally? That hurts.
It hurt.
I'm talking about here.
Now you have to understand. Some would look at you and they would say, "Hey, we saw you crying over the Bengals." So you talk about what hurt you. Do you talk about what hurt you? Yeah. I mean, when something like this hurts you, it's not that big of a deal because every damn thing seems to hurt you if you're crying over the Bengals.
Right. So I can't fix that. I can't go play for the Bengals right now, but I can fix myself.
How long was the surgery, man?
It took about 15 minutes.
Surgery was 15 minutes?
Yeah, only $8,000.
Excuse me?
Only $8,000. So I went from 3 to 11 inches like this.
So you just gonna tell the world you were 3 inches? I didn't ask you that question. You know?
I know.
You didn't have to say that.
I'm just trying to get better context on where I was to where I am now.
How the hell could that happen in 15 minutes? It got me curious now, and I don't have that problem.
I don't understand.
But how did that happen in 15 minutes?
I don't understand technology. I don't know how that works. I just know from the time I went in, anesthesia, I was asleep, I woke up, looked, wow, that was it.
Did you tell your lady you had this enhanced surgery?
Yeah, I told her. Because I love when
How does she feel about it being a manufactured thing as opposed to a naturally born DNA kind of thing?
Well, listen, I don't say anything about other women that change their DNA that they're born with. They like to enhance themselves as well, you know. And so she understood.
Do you have any issue with a woman who chooses to enhance?
No. Whatever you need to do to feel better about yourself, more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, I'm all for it.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't. You sure?
I don't. I mean, that's not what I'm with. Right. But I don't have a problem with it as long as it's done right.
Right.
It has to be done right. If you're gonna pay money and have yourself enhanced in any way, you understand? You gotta do it right. Don't waste the time and the energy if you're gonna do it wrong.
The best place to do it is in Houston.
How come you didn't do it in Miami?
Huh?
How come you doing in Miami? Miami or what?
No, the guy in Houston, he's A1, A plus. Yes, sir.
How old are you now, Chad?
Me, 57.
You're 57 years of age. How old or young do you feel?
Right now, honestly?
Yeah.
About 24.
Right.
I look 24 too.
Why is that? Why do you feel like you're 24 years of age?
My skin routine.
I'm talking energy and stuff like that because you got the wife, happy life,
energy,
wife.
really
I
good,
mean,
yeah. Right.
I mean,
Right. I mean, I love the whole happy wife, happy life. But God's plan was a happy man.
and you're happier now. How happy are you now compared to how you've been over these
Just about 3
years?
years, I've always been happy, Steve. Like, I'm always been happy. I had one slip up. I was sad. But I was at peace with that. And I understood, what are we going to do going forward? How do we bounce back?
Without getting into it, I'll tell you what I felt.
Mm.
That one time when you were sad.
Mm.
I felt like what saddened you is that people gave up on you.
Yeah.
That people canceled you out. They thought that you were finished.
Mm.
Am I right in saying that? That's
Yes,
what
sir.
saddens you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And obviously during that time, the opportunities, well, no one could touch me. You just couldn't.
Right.
You couldn't. And I knew that wasn't me. And I don't want to give a table legs right
Sure.
now.
Absolutely. I'm not trying to.
But God has favor.
Mm.
I'm not a overly religious, spiritual person, but I grew up in the church. Grandma prayed for me. Mama prayed for me. They passed on. They're going on. Now I have other people praying for me while the blessings are still coming.
Before I let you get on out of here, what does the future hold for you now? I mean, I'm looking at Nightcap, but clearly your potential isn't limited to that.
No.
I mean, Nightcap, I'm real proud of y'all. I love, I've gotten to know Shannon. That's my brother right there. Got mad love for him. Oh, you and I go back years. You gave me, I was one of the few people you gave an interview. I came to your house in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
Remember that? So I'm thinking about the things that you're doing there, which is big. And obviously there's a contract negotiations going on. Y'all gonna handle that.
Yeah,
y'all
most
handle
definitely.
that business,
Most
no
definitely.
question.
Yes, sir.
What else are you planning on doing for yourself? I've seen you on Monday Night Football commercials. I see you doing NFL shows. What's in the future plans for Chad Ocho Cinco, bro?
Being on First Take.
Well, I brought you on First Take. Can I tell you what your problem was?
What?
And I'm gonna tell Shannon this too. You can't do it from Nightcap. It's in the morning.
Right.
So you got to have a morning feel.
Right. I got a
First
morning
Take.
I wake up at 5 in the morning.
But I'm happy. I'm happy to have you back on. I told you.
No. I don't want to be on. I don't want to make an appearance.
You want to come on
I
permanently.
want to come on permanently. Now I don't know what days we can get this. We can get this done now.
I can talk to you. No, we don't have to get it done now.
We can do it. What's the boss man name?
I got you. You're listening to him.
Okay, I'm talking about the other boss
right
man.
now.
The one
Dave Roberts.
Dave Roberts, if you see this, now I don't know. We can get this done right now contractually. I can do 1 or 2 days. I know Cam is on Fridays, right?
Cam is on Fridays. Shannon's on Monday and Tuesdays.
Okay, I could do Wednesdays. I could do Wednesday and Thursday.
Mad Dog Russo's on Mondays. On Wednesdays.
I like him.
Damn right you do. Everybody does.
We can go at it.
You know what I'm saying? You and Mad Dog Russo.
We can go at it.
Shit, might not be any room for me. That ain't possible. That ain't possible.
I mean, 3's a crowd.
That's right. Which means you can't come on Wednesdays. Because we already got me and Mad Dog on Wednesdays.
But that's just
which
two
means
people.
You got to do Thursdays.
Let's do Thursdays.
We'll talk about it.
Can we get that signed and delivered?
We'll talk about it.
Everybody heard that, right?
We'll talk about it.
Thursdays?
I'm not afraid. I got love for you. I'm gonna get you on. It's not a problem.
No, I'm talking about
I
entirety.
understand that, but you got to remember.
What?
I'm gonna dictate the studio. You and you gonna look the
No.
part, my
I
brother.
want to come.
Oh, you gonna come to New York?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's a 2-hour flight
Well,
from Miami.
you also got to remember. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not.
Well,
so I got to be on the road too because I do a lot of NBA football stuff. I ain't got time to be in studio.
I want to be in studio every week.
You want to do that?
I want to be in studio every week.
That I must admit that makes you a more attractive proposition.
Yes, I want to be in studio every week. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem flying.
When's the wedding date?
Huh?
You heard me. When's the wedding date? Damn it.
You want to ask?
Huh? No. I ain't gonna ask.
I think that would be good.
No.
This would be good for TV.
I'm just saying. I got you. You understand? I'm just asking you.
It's perfect. You can't ask me. I don't control nothing. I just do the paying.
You just do it.
Yeah.
So that's the fiance you calling right now?
Hold on. Somebody want to ask you a question.
Hello, how you doing? How's everything going? See, everybody, you on camera right now, girl. You on camera right now, so everybody watching you. I'm interviewing him right now, and I'm asking him when's the wedding date, because he over here bragging about he about to get married. So I said, when's the wedding date?
Well, first we need to ask who he's getting married. We need to know, because you got people thinking that you about to get married to somebody else.
He's about to get married to somebody else?
No, that's what the people thinking, because he said, if it ain't her, I don't know who, it's going to be somebody, so we need to clear that air first. Ask him, Stephen A.
Well, obviously,
What you want me to ask?
We called your ass.
He called you. I didn't dial this number. He called you and gave me the phone. What you want me to ask?
It sounds like she's trying to dodge the. What you trying to?
She sound like you trying to dodge.
I mean,
what you want me to ask him, girl?
When the marriage date?
When's the marriage date?
I mean, she said it the first time. Why would I need to say
He
it?
said you said it the first time. Why would he needed to say it?
That was to ask him when is the real marriage date.
When is the real marriage date?
After we finish therapy sessions.
Therapy.
That's when it is.
You full of shit.
No, we in therapy for real.
Come on now.
I swear, I promise you.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. All right, brother. Good seeing you, sweetie.
Yo. Okay, I see the bob. I like your lashes.
My stylist just came.
For real, what's that? Hybrid classic mega volume? What size? That's 15, 16?
13, 14.
Okay, I like it. I like it. They did a good job. I see your freckles popping.
You so silly. You look nice.
Huh?
You look nice.
You trying to get in my panties.
Already did.
Let me hit you back. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, we cool. We ain't together right now, though.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm not even asking. I ain't going there. Chad Ocho Cinco, ladies and gentlemen. He's a wild boy. Nightcap in the house in the daytime with Stephen A. I kind of like it.
I see y'all Thursday. First take.
Thursday. Maybe.